What's going on, dudes? Jason here with some Black Ops slash Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. This is just too good of a gameplay for me to not post right here. I think I go like 46-0 or something like that in this Black Ops gameplay. And then I'll have like a Modern Warfare 3 free-for-all, I believe, that I put on the end of this. And this commentary is inspired by several commentators that I've heard talking in the community, and then also just, in game chats and party chats, this topic has been coming up a lot, like which game do you prefer, Modern Warfare 3 or Black Ops? And I'm going to give you guys my opinion and then kind of, detail both games, the good and bad things about them. And basically my thoughts are, it's based on one sole, idea, I guess, which is that Modern Warfare 3 the Modern Warfare series is a whole lot more fun, but at the same time, it's a whole lot more frustrating. And everybody that's played these games knows what I'm talking about. In Modern Warfare 2, you're getting a nuke or, a chopper gunner, AC-130. You feel awesome, but, noob tubes, one-man army, danger close, marathon lightweight commando, things really bugged you. You just get annoying. In Modern Warfare 3, you have this new lag compensation system that people really get frustrated by. Certain perk setups and everything. I mean, there's just always going to be something that's super frustrating, it seems like, in a Modern Warfare game, but that's not necessarily there in a World at War or a Black Ops. Black Ops was a much more stable experience. I will give Treyarch that. It was a much more predictable game. You knew what you were to expect. Every night that you signed online, it wasn't very much change up from any other day. It wasn't dynamic, I guess, and that's a downfall to Black Ops. It gets boring, once I got to max prestige on Black Ops, it was just done, man. I didn't feel like playing the game anymore. Luckily for me, they had zombies, and I think that's the game changer. If you're not basing it strictly on multiplayer and you're comparing the entire game, I think Black Ops has to win hands down with zombies. The things that they were able to do with zombies is just amazing. Some of the Easter egg, challenges that you have to do in those games, and just even without the Easter eggs, just flat out zombies is much better, I think, than Spec Ops missions or the survival mode that Modern Warfare tried to introduce. And the way that they were able to keep, introducing new zombies maps and the Easter eggs things, think about how long it takes us to do those. Think about how long it took them to program and put those things into the game, into those zombies maps. And while they were also at the same time keeping the multiplayer experience very balanced. And I feel like Black Ops, listened to the community better. They gave us more of what we asked for. Which, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, because, the community is dominated by really good players. So basically what you have is, the core guys that are super gung-ho about Call of Duty, basically getting to make the rules for everybody. Even those players that are going 2-28 against you every time. And, if we had our way, we wouldn't have death streaks in the game, and those guys would just be, even more pissed off than they already get, I'm sure. But, I'm totally for death streaks being, obliterated from Call of Duty, and nothing would make me happier. My idea on death streaks, I don't know how I got off on this tangent, but death streaks is they talk about fair and balanced all the time in Call of Duty. Robert Bowling, all these guys that, talk to us in the community talk about they want to make a fair and balanced game. If I kill a guy, if I put enough bullets into a guy where he should have died, then that's only fair that he should die. It's not fair for him to drop into second chance or dead man's hand or whatnot and end my 13 kill streak because, I already killed him. That doesn't seem fair at all to me. So I don't think that that's really an excuse for them to say that, well, the bad players really need death streaks. It's no, they really don't. Because what's it going to do? Get them that one kill and then it's over, and then they have to die another 5 times in a row before it happens again? So that's kind of where my thoughts are on a death streak. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. My choice is Modern Warfare 3 because I get more enjoyment out of it. When I call in that Moab or when I get my high kill streaks in Modern Warfare, it just feels better. And the reason that is because the maps are smaller, they're more condensed, everything is going on at a rapid pace in Modern Warfare. You don't ever have time to really sit and regroup and think about what you're going to do. You just have to continuously be thinking about what your next move is going to be before you die, and then you respawn. You need to be thinking about what you're going to be doing. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. I like the thrill of it, I guess, the excitement You know, just the constant moving. Like, you can't even spawn in Modern Warfare without being alert about your surroundings and thinking that there could be somebody around you. And, you know, while I'm not trying to make an excuse for a bad spawn system, which, you know, Modern Warfare does have some pretty awful spawns sometimes, but, you know, we've kind of gotten used to the fact that you need to be ready to go as soon as you spawn. Black Ops invented this thing called the 3-second rule, which I think it was like a few months after the game came out. It was probably like February or March, probably right around this time is when Black Ops really got their spawns fixed. And then they had their 3-second rule where you were supposedly supposed to be able to spawn and move around for 3 seconds without, you know, seeing an enemy, which I think they, you know, that was their ultimate goal. And for the most part, it was pretty good. Obviously, in games like Domination and stuff, you know, that's not really going to work. I mean Demolition, because the spawns were set and everything. But anyways, enough on my thoughts on it. You know, I spent over half the video now talking about that. Now I'm going to highlight some of the things that I have written down about Black Ops and Modern Warfare that you may think are good or bad either way. I've already touched on the #1 things on both my lists, which was the faster paced for Modern Warfare 3. You always have to be thinking. And then the 3-second rule about Black Ops, and something that enabled them to do that people are totally, like, you know, putting to the wayside, is that the maps were so much bigger in Black Ops, so it was easier for them to have a better spawn system. So, you know, while they wanted to make the game more action-packed in Modern Warfare, they gave up the ability to have an effective spawn system, I think. That could have been something that was, you know, brought to their attention by, like, internally before this game was released, by realizing that some of these maps were, like, you know, too small to have an awesome spawn system. But, you know, like I said, I'm not trying to make excuses, but, you know, if you get one thing, you have to give up another. You know, we get these action-packed Modern Warfare games where it's just constant death and destruction the entire time, and you just have to give up the ability to be able to spawn a distance away from somebody. As you see right here in free-for-all, the spawns are, like, awful in free-for-all because there's 8 guys around the map, which is less than a normal game, but you got to think about it as being 8 different teams. Like, think if there was 8 teams in Kill Confirmed or something, it's going to be impossible to have a good spawn system. So that's why in free-for-all, guys are constantly spawning right around you. If you just think about it like that, it makes it less frustrating when you realize that it would be impossible to have 8 teams spawning around you somewhere and not get a bad spawn here and there. Let's see. Well, this kind of goes with what I was talking about. Everything's going crazy in Modern Warfare. You always have to be in, like, try-hard mode, I guess you could say. You know, you always have to be trying super hard if you want to do good. You know, if you just want to play this game casually, then you're probably going to just get killed off just as much as you get kills. You know, you're probably going to have, like, a 1 KD. But if you really want to do well, you're going to have to try really, really hard because of all the bull crap that can kill you in Modern Warfare games, and that people could be spawning around you at any second, you know, so... I don't know. Modern Warfare is just so fun for me, man. It just has some kind of, like, addiction to me that Treyarch games don't give to me. Like Black Ops, I don't ever feel like I was super addicted to that game, except for zombies. I was super addicted to zombies. But anyways, game types, you know, Modern Warfare brought in Kill Confirmed and Team Defender, and now Drop Zone and Infected, which I enjoy 3 out of those 4. I don't really enjoy Infected all that much. I don't feel like you should be able to Moab in that game type, and I don't feel like Infected should count towards your kill-death ratio, because if you get infected or you become the first infected, you can end up getting killed like so many times it's not even funny. So I like those new 2 game modes, and I think that's something that Treyarch should be working on, and they probably have been, is thinking of some new game types that they can introduce to keep people going, because Kill Confirmed was a big hit, man. Like, I see constantly in the 15 and 20,000s of people playing Kill Confirmed, so it was obviously a big hit for them. And I think it encourages people to go out around the map. Like, you have to get the tags when you kill people. You can't just sit in a corner, kind of like I'm doing right now, in free-for-all, and just kill people and win the game like you could in Team Deathmatch. You know, you actually have to run out there and grab the tags or you're going to lose. I kind of like the way that they broke up Ghost from Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3 and turned it into Assassin and Blind Eye, but I think that Assassin is heavily weighted over Blind Eye. Like, Blind Eye just hides you from, like, a helicopter or, you know, a Pavlo or something like that, which, you know, those things aren't that good anyway because they can be shot down within, like, 10 seconds. Whereas, you know, portable radar hides you from UAVs, portable radars, heartbeat sensors, like every motion type device or motion detecting device, and, you know, like anything that can tell you where the enemy is, basically, is they can hide from using Assassin or Assassin Pro. And I feel like they should have put some of those things into Blind Eye or Blind Eye Pro. But that's just me. I like how they make you have to run 2 perks. So now you have to use up 2 perk slots if you want to have all the benefits of the Ghost perk from Black Ops. But, you know, that's really just up to your opinion, I guess, as to how you feel about Assassin and Blind Eye. But the good thing about it is with with Assassin, you can still see them in an AC-130 or a Chopper Gunner or Osprey Gunner, I guess it is now, or whatever. Like, your kill streaks can still kill people that are using Assassin, I guess, is basically what I'm trying to say, which is nice. And then the support kill streak system that they added in, I really thoroughly enjoy. And I feel like Black Ops should keep that, and Specialist. Specialist is awesome. And I'm running over on time, so I'm going to have to put another video behind this, which I'll do. And I'm not quite sure what it'll be yet. It'll have to be something short, like a few minutes, because I don't have much left. But yeah, support, I feel like they should get rid of like the stealth bomber type deal. Like anything that can kill people, like remote sentries, anything that is lethal shouldn't be in a support kill streak. But I'm okay with, you know, ballistic vests, UAVs, counter UAVs, SAM turrets, you know, EMPs even are okay, I guess. You know, any of those things are nice to have for, like, you know, the players that may not be able to get high kill streaks. And then Specialist, nothing feels better than, you know, seeing Specialist bonus every 2 kills that you get after you get to your 7 or 8 kills, depending on if you're running hardline. It's just an amazing feeling to get those extra bonuses, and then obviously once you get a Moab, it's just as nice. And now I'm going to move on to Black Ops, things that Black Ops has done well. You know, the bigger maps, while I prefer the small to medium range maps in Modern Warfare games and the action pack, I can see where big maps, you know, benefit all the players. You know, it removes a lot of the frustration. It gives the game developer more room to work with on the maps to have a better spawn system and all that. Zombies, obviously I touched on that earlier. Zombies is amazing. Like that game type is just, I don't know. If Zombies wasn't in Black Ops, I feel like more people would be drawn towards Modern Warfare series, you know. I don't know. I just get bored playing the Black Ops multiplayer, like, over and over again. The scoreboards in Black Ops were amazing. The way that they told you plants and defuses. I wish in Domination they could do, like, flag captures and defends instead. Actually, I think it did do captures and defends. Never mind. So I feel like all the scoreboards need to be put into Modern Warfare 3 like that. And in Modern Warfare 3 and games like Kill Confirmed, it should tell you how many confirms and denies you have. Like, the scoreboards are very misleading in Modern Warfare. Like, in Kill Confirmed, people, you know, run the tactical insertion and spawn right next to their tags all the time and get plus 250, plus 250, go like 5 and 50 and get, you know, 7,000 score and are the highest in the scoreboard. So it can be very misleading. And I really wish that the scoreboards told more of the story than they do. And then the stat tracking in Black Ops was amazing. If you guys ever remember going into your combat record, like, you had, it was basically the Call of Duty Elite service in Black Ops, in the game. So you can't really be mad at that. I feel like, you know, everybody's always talked about if these two companies, Infinity Ward and Treyarch, could just get together and make a game, it would be so amazing. But I don't know, it's really an opinion-based thing. You know, you guys be sure to leave a comment and let me know what you think, what your favorite Call of Duty is. It's usually coming down to Black Ops or one of the Modern Warfare series games. You know, usually Call of Duty 4 is the one that everybody pulls out. But, you know, Modern Warfare 3, I don't feel like it's broken. You know, I feel like outside of connection, which, you know, is kind of a big thing, but I try to avoid talking about connection because connection's not always Infinity Ward's fault. Like, sometimes people that just have bad connections blame lag compensation. People that have, you know, bad internet, bad, you know, reception, just whatever, you know, they just blame it on lag compensation, and it may not actually be that. But when you get a decent connection, you know, Modern Warfare is a pretty good game, and I don't really see why it gets so much hate. You know, when Black Ops came out, everybody was like, man, this game looks so whack graphically, it's so dull, you can't tell me that this isn't better than Modern Warfare 2. You know, like, so people would go back and play Modern Warfare 2, and now people kind of warmed up to Black Ops, and now Modern Warfare 3 has come out, and people are like, oh, Black Ops is better. So, you know, does that mean that when the next Treyarch game comes out, people are going to be used to playing Modern Warfare 3 and say that that game is too slow-paced, or that that game is you know, just whatever. It's just people are always going to complain about the current and, you know, say that the old was better. And that goes with everything, you know. Movies, you know, everybody always talks about the old movies are better. Music, everybody talks about, you know, back when music was good, you know. I mean, it's always back in the day is what it should be like. And we do the same thing with Call of Duty 4. We talked about Call of Duty 4 should be, you know, like standard for Call of Duty games. But anyways, I'm done ranting. I've talked about all I wanted to talk about. I've probably went over the 15-minute limit that YouTube has. Hopefully, I'll still be able to upload this. But I'll talk to you guys later, and you guys have a good day. Be sure to leave some comments in the comments section, and talk to you guys later.